Hey guys, it's Erica Rascon here. Today I want to talk to you all about healthy scalp maintenance. It's not something that I've talked about before. I talk a lot on, keeping your hair healthy and protecting it from the elements and different products to use on your hair, but I haven't talked about healthy scalp yet. And that's the root of having really fabulous hair, so it's about time that I got on that. One reason that I hadn't done a video on it yet is because I was still experimenting with a lot of different things and trying to figure out what works for me. I think I've finally found it, so I want to go ahead and share that with you. This product isn't something that you're going to get right off of the shelf. It's something that you can make using essential oils, and you can make it at home and control it precisely how you want to, which is what makes it so fabulous. So I would like to call this product my Healthy Scalp Serum, and I hope that you enjoy the recipe, and I encourage you to try it at home. So let's get started. The first product that I like to add to my Healthy Scalp Serum is Melaleuca Essential Oil. This particular one I've gotten through doTERRA. It's backwards, but you get the point. This one is a certified pure therapeutic grade essential oil, and I'm absolutely in love with it. One reason why I decided to add Melaleuca essential oil is that it has natural soothing properties, so it really helps your scalp to regenerate itself and sort of calm any irritations that you might have from other products that you've used in the past. And secondly, one reason that I like to use Melaleuca is that it's a natural cleanser, so it helps to keep your scalp clean. So when I'm using this particular 1 ounce bottle, I put 2 or 3 drops of Melaleuca in it. The second product that I like to add is doTERRA's Lavender Essential Oil, and it's one of my favorites because the really great smell of it counterbalances the really sort of strong, weird smell of Melaleuca. So it smells great. That's kind of the first reason why I decided to add it. But secondly, lavender also has some really amazing properties. With the lavender, you are able to get more qualities that help to soothe the scalp, which is very important since we're always putting different types of products in it and irritating our scalp. And secondly, it helps to reduce imperfections that you might see in your skin. This is particularly important to me because back when I would get relaxers, I would have my scalp burned, and that did leave some scarring. Those relaxers are no joke. I don't miss them at all. But when you use lavender, you're continuing to help support healthy cell regeneration so that you can heal those scars and get rid of them. And lastly, lavender it's one of the oils that's used for everything. I mean, you're probably going to hear me talk about lavender essential oils in every video from here on out. But one of the cool properties about it for your wash day is that it's just really calming and relaxing when you inhale it. So it gives you this spa-like quality while you're using it on your hair, and it takes a lot of the stress out of knowing that you're going to spend another hour twisting your hair. So if you need some therapy when you know you're going to be standing in front of the mirror for a very long time, then I recommend adding lavender to your Healthy Scalp Serum. And the last ingredient is something that a lot of people don't think of, but it has been absolutely life-changing for me. I am adding rosemary essential oil by doTERRA, and I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, I do 2 or 3 drops of the lavender too. So all of these I'm going to do maybe 2 or 3 drops of when I'm using my 1 ounce bottle for the serum. So you know. But anyway, back to the properties of rosemary and why it's one of the best kept secrets for our hair. Rosemary smells good. I like to cook with it. So there's that. But rosemary also helps to stimulate your hair follicles, and it promotes hair growth. So not only are you helping to keep your scalp nice and healthy, you're stimulating it and you're promoting the hair growth that you want for the length that you might want to obtain in the future. And I think between the 3 of these, you've pretty much got your bases covered. You have something to nourish your scalp, to soothe it from any irritants, and to promote hair growth. So kind of 3 things that work together for the greater good of your scalp. Now, even with 9 drops of essential oils, it's not going to fill up this bottle. And a lot of these you wouldn't want to just put directly on your scalp anyway because you need to spread it around, and they're very potent, so a little bit goes a long way. That brings me to my carrier oil. For my hair, I like to use coconut oil, particularly fractionated coconut oil. Now, doTERRA does carry some, but I already had this one, so I haven't bought the one by doTERRA yet. And sorry, by this one, I should have said it's Life Flow Natural Living 100% pure fractionated coconut oil. First choice, cold pressed. I really love fractionated coconut oil for one major reason, and the first is that it doesn't leave my hair feeling oily and greasy. It's kind of embarrassing. You're like trying to cuddle up with your husband, boyfriend, partner, whoever, and you leave like this big greasy patch on their shirt or on their arm, and that's really awkward. Or if you're in your car and you have this like oily mess on the headrest behind you, like it's just really annoying and it gets everywhere, and I hated it. But I don't have that problem with this oil. Like it really absorbs into my hair and it absorbs into my scalp. So that sold me on it just on its own. A few other properties that I like about coconut oil is that the oil contains fatty acids that bind onto the proteins in our hair, and that bond makes your hair stronger and more resilient to breakage. It's not going to break as easily. That's not really something I guess we have a whole lot of problems with locks. I mean, I haven't had any breakage issues yet, and having our hair bound together definitely makes it pretty strong. But it is something to consider when you're dealing with the roots of your hair and along your scalp, because that is where your hair is potentially the most sensitive. It's bearing all of this weight from your hair that's a little bit further down. And all of that weight plus the tension that we might put on it from ponytails and styles is just really important to strengthen our hair down at the root near our scalp. So I love the fatty acids in coconut oil and how they help to bind to the natural proteins and keep our hair nice and strong, so that's awesome. And I also like that coconut oil is great about sealing in moisture. It prevents a little vapor barrier so that the moisture doesn't evaporate from your hair as quickly, like right after you wash your hair and you put your conditioning solution in whatever you're using. So it really helps to lock that in. So that's good. It keeps your hair from feeling really dry. And as for your scalp, it does the same thing. It helps to lock in the natural moisture and the natural oils of your scalp and kind of promotes a healthy environment. So that's awesome for those of us who don't have naturally oily scalps. And lastly, I really love it for my locks because it has antifungal properties. My hair takes forever to dry. There have been days where I've washed my hair at first thing in the morning, maybe 8-ish, and it's not dry by the time that I go to bed at night. That's usually like in the winter and during colder days. But when it takes that long for your hair to dry and that moisture is locked in there, or even on warm days where your hair is still wet but it's warm, that's a perfect environment for fungus and mold and a bunch of weird stuff that you just don't want to deal with, especially not with your hair. So coconut oil has these natural antifungal and antibacterial properties that help to keep your hair healthy. And that goes from the tips of your hair all the way up the shaft to your roots, so you don't have grossness happening with your locks. So those are 3 things that I really love about using coconut oil as my carrier oil in my hair serum. So just a quick review. I like to do 2 drops of Melaleuca essential oil, usually on the 3-ish side for the lavender because it smells so great, and 2 to 3 drops of rosemary. I put all of that in a 1-ounce dropper bottle and fill the rest of it with fractionated coconut oil, and then once I kind of shake that up and it's good to go, I go through my hair and I follow along each of the little parts with the dropper. I'll just go ahead and do it now. So when you have some of the serum in your dropper, just go along your part line, distribute a few drops, and then just massage it in. It's pretty simple. And I've done this now for a couple of weeks, and I've just really liked the way that it's turned out for my hair. As you can see, my hands aren't like super shiny and oily, so that's great, which is something that I couldn't have said with using other oils before. As much as I love avocado oil and olive oil, both of them kind of left my hair oily. So that's just not a problem that I've had with fractionated coconut oil. So yeah, I mean, that's it. You now know the secrets to my healthy scalp serum. And ever since I've been using this, I haven't had a problem with dandruff at all. I haven't had a problem with any sort of flaking. And it just seems like it does a much better job at keeping my scalp clean. And I would not replace it for the world. So there you have it. I'm going to keep playing around with different recipes and different blends and seeing if I can come up with anything that's even better. And if I do, then I'll let you guys know. But otherwise, I'm very confident in recommending this to you all, and I hope that you love and enjoy it as much as I do. Thanks. Bye.